Hi guys! Today we're going meatless in ROMA'S kitchen. I'll be teaching you how to make some Ital stew or some meatless stew peas. So stick around.
Girl, you better can't cook. Think you know you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant and come done man bank book. Cook, recipe book.
I'll only be using 1.5 cups of red kidney beans today, and I also call these peas. So I've been soaking these overnight because I'll be cooking it on the stove top, and it's a little bit soft now, not so much, but you know it's better than if I was going to just do it right away. And if you have a pressure cooker, you don't have to worry about soaking this overnight, just to get it a little bit, on the soft side, just a little. So to season, well, to give it just a little taste, I'm going to be adding in a half teaspoon of salt. And I'm adding this from the get-go because I don't want my peas to be fresh. Next, I'm going to add in 3 cloves of garlic. And this will help to get your peas or your red kidney beans soft really quickly. I'm going to cover this and I'm going to allow it to boil until the peas get soft, and I'm going to keep on adding hot water until the peas is soft. Now your peas should be as soft as this. Once you press it between your fingers, it should smash really easily. So the red kidney beans are nice and ready. So now it's time for you to add the things that you like in your meatless stew peas or your Ital stew. So I'm going to start off by adding some corn in mine. And this is all yours, so you can add all the things you like. Next, I'm going to be adding in some finely diced, well, not so fine, some nice bite-sized pieces of pumpkin, sweet potato, and string beans. You can also add some other things to this, the things that you like. You can add in some plantains, some green bananas. It's all up to you. So next, I'm going to be adding to this a half cup of coconut milk, and my coconut milk was a bit frozen. So now I'm just mixing everything together. And of course, we cannot leave out the green seasoning. So I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon here, and this is just a blend of scallion, onion, and bell peppers. And I've also added a cup of water. So at the moment, my pot is over low heat, and as soon as I get everything in, I'll just put the stove on medium heat and just allow this to cook and cook down to gravy. So as I mentioned, guys, this is your Ital stew. You can add all the things in it that you like except meat because it's Ital stew. So for taste, I'm going to be adding in 2 teaspoons of all-purpose seasoning. And when you're seasoning your pot, it is good to taste as you go along. So I'm just going to taste a little in my hand to see how it is right now. And I think this needs a little more all-purpose seasoning. So I've added another teaspoon of the all-purpose seasoning. And I've only added a half teaspoon of salt, which was in the beginning. Now I'm going to be adding another half teaspoon of salt. And remember that in order to get the peas soft, you have to continuously add water to it. So that half teaspoon from the get-go was just to ensure that it wasn't completely fresh. So that next half teaspoon of salt, perfect. Now you cannot leave out the thyme leaves out of your stew peas, your Ital stew. So I'm going in with some dried thyme leaves. I'm going in with about a teaspoon. Now if you have fresh thyme, you just put a stalk of fresh thyme in this. Now with me, one thing I love to cook with, pimento seeds. So I'm just going to be adding to mine just about 6 pimento seeds. This just gives it such a nice flavor. So while this is boiling up, guys, I'm just going to be taking some small pieces of pepper to add in mine, but before that I'm going to be adding in some butter, and I'm only going in with just about 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter guys. And you can add some oil. If you don't have butter, you can add like some coconut oil or some olive oil. That would be good. Now for the pepper, if you like pepper, you can add just a green Scotch bonnet pepper right in. That would be perfect. But I don't really like pepper, plus I don't have any Scotch bonnet, so I'm going in with 2 small pieces from, you know, a little bird's eye pepper. I'm going to mix this all together. So basically now my stew peas or my Ital stew pot has everything that's needed. And I'm going to give this a little taste again to see what's happening with my pot, how my pot's going on. And so all it needs right now is just another tablespoon of the blended seasoning, which is the blend of the onion, the scallion, and the bell peppers. Mix that all in. And right now this is nice and airy. All I need to do now is just leave this to cook down. You just want to leave this now for it to get nice and thick. Just cover it, put your pot over low to medium heat, leave it, it's smelling good, and it will thicken. If you've ever cooked peas before or red kidney beans, you know that when it's, you know, when it's coming to a finish, basically it gets a bit thick. So all you need to do, as I said, leave your pot on low to medium heat just for about 10 to 15 minutes. You want to get all those things that are in nice and cooked, and for this to have that little nice and thickness to it. So about that time guys, 15 minutes later, it has that nice little gumminess to it, that little thickness to it. This is perfect. Ital stew, lovely. Meatless stew peas, lovely. Whatever you call it, let me know in the comment section what you actually call this, and let me know if you like some Ital stew or some meatless stew peas on the days when you just say, you know, I don't need any meat, and let me know what you'd have this with. It's just right at the right thickness for me. So nice. This is it. Time to turn my stove off and share. Look at how good this is looking, guys. To me, this goes perfect with white rice, and I'm eating this alongside some vegetables. So if you like the video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications on. Until next video.